Hey everybody, it's D. It is late and I've had a very long, eventful day today. I am just turning this camera on because I do not, some of the information I don't have time to make a video, edit a video, and get it out. That's a lot of work. But what I do have the time to do is just turn the camera on and give you some of the information that I have. First of all, I want to say thank you to Juliet. Juliet last night asked me a question. By the way, I got 1,500 subscribers, and thank you guys for subscribing to me and kind of hanging with me and checking out my content. She actually commented on a video where I was being a little silly or something. Something was going on when I first got my first 200 subscribers. So she replied to that last night. She actually mentioned or asked me a question about which chip I was speaking about. And in that video, I was being a little coy because there's certain things that I just cannot say, or I can't say directly, right? I can give you hints to some information, but I can't just tell people to go do certain things. I can give you information and you can decide to do what you want to do with that information. So in that video, I told everyone that I was going to go celebrate having, oh my God, anyway, I was going to celebrate having 200 subscribers by eating some chips. I said chips. There's potato chips, there are fish and chips, and then there are semiconductor chips. Those were the chips I was speaking about. And I actually just got me a new laptop. My old one is upstairs, and on that laptop, which I had at that time, there's a sticker on it that says NVIDIA. And so I believe that video was done in March of last year. So I've only had my channel since January of last year, but I've been talking about it since I started my channel, but far before that time. If you, I don't want to go too long on this. I'm in 2 minutes already. Anyway, if someone had taken a cue from what I had been saying at that time and times after, if someone had bought into a company like NVIDIA, they would have 2x their money at least. And if you've had it longer, you could have at least 7x your money. My last video talked about having $1,000, and I think that's what I'm going to follow up on. What $1,000 can do for you. It doesn't always have to be an emergency fund. It can be a fund to generate money for you. So I wanted to make this tonight because of what also has happened tonight. A company called Broadcom, that's ticker symbol AVGO, reported earnings, knocked it out of the park, and they announced a 10-for-1 split just as NVIDIA did. Their stock, the last time I looked, they were up 217 points overnight. Their split happens, I think, in the middle of July. I forget the date, but that means there's going to be run-up, probably. I'm sorry. There's a chance that there will be run-up on that company and other chips, other semiconductors, until that time and as other companies report their earnings. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but I do quite a lot of research for myself as well as to pass off to you. But a lot of the information I do is because, a lot of the research I do is because I not only invest in these companies, by the way, I own Broadcom, and I'm only mentioning that because if someone is speaking about a company, they should tell you what their bias is. And my bias is I own NVIDIA and I own Broadcom, okay? So you understand what my bias is when I speak of it. So now, I actively trade stock options. If any of you have been with me for a while, you know that my channel used to be called Brown Girls Trade To, and I switched it to Brown Girls Invest To because too many people were coming to me saying, teach me how to trade or show me what to do. No, that's not, trading doesn't work like that, especially trading options doesn't work like that. And so I didn't want people having FOMO. So I switched it to invest, which is a longer time frame for people. Again, I'm going too long, so I'm going to cut it off. What I am trying to tell you guys is that no computer, no robotics, no nothing. Anything electronic needs a semiconductor, and there are certain companies that are the backbone for example, artificial intelligence. And you know what's happening with that. So those are cues for you to decide if you want to do anything at all with the information I just gave you. I will be actively trading tomorrow, and I'll be actively trading particular companies. So if you want to do something with that information, you can. If not, no problem. But while you're using your money to do certain things, if it's to buy a drink or dinner or shoes or whatever it's doing, know that you could also take your money and put it away for a year or a couple of months, and it will double and triple in value. I'm going to put a link to my Patreon in the description of this video, because I cannot give certain information out wholesale. I can't just put it out to the general public without being able to quantify and qualify my information. So for a select group of people, whoever those people may be, you can have access to me and some of the research that I do on some of the companies that I am watching. And some of my other little background stuff that, projects that I'm working on, things like that. If you want any of that kind of information, consider joining my Patreon. But anyway, you guys have a great night. Take a look at some chips if you want. Eat some chips if you want. And I'll talk to you soon. And another thing, I'm sorry, I'm old and it's late, so bear with me. I forgot to mention that myself, along with 5 other beautifully talented, wonderful, kind, smart, gifted women, will be putting on a virtual summit called Redefining Life Abroad. That will be happening August 10th and 11th. We will cover things such as getting your money right. All of us have moved and left the U.S., right? And we'll all be coming from our different points of view and our different expertise, and giving that information to the people that join us in that summit. If you want, I'm also going to link I'm going to put a link where you can get your tickets and register for the summit. Some of the information I gave today, or I didn't actually give you the information. I'm giving it, baby, and I'm giving it. I want people to be able to leave the U.S., leave your home country if it is not serving you, and go to a place that treats you well, gives you a better, makes you feel better, relieves stress from you, puts you in a position where you can financially be able to thrive in this country, in the country that you're in, or the country you're going to. I keep this information. That's the kind of information that will put you in a financial position to do whatever it is you want to do in your life, period. So if you want, check out our Redefining Life Abroad website, and also go ahead and sign up, because I'm going to give the information. And not only am I going to give it, but other people are going to give it. People are going to tell you how to start a brick and mortar business. They're going to give you information about how to get government contracts. They're going to teach you how to move abroad with your family, move abroad with your children, and wellness. Take care of yourself. And by the way, this isn't just it's for everyone. It's for everyone, including my alphabet family, right? We've got to travel differently, and so I want you guys to join us as well. This can be this can be something that is a reality for you. Now, I promise this time I'm gone. Y'all have a good night. Talk to you later.